What's up, everybody, and welcome to my Monday Night Raw review, live from Brooklyn, New York, in the Barclays Center. We had a pretty much big show tonight as Seth Rollins kicked off the show talking about he was pissed at what happened last week with the slime and how he curb stomped John Cena and Dean Ambrose's head into the briefcase, and he said this is what happens when you disrespect me, until Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury came out and told Rollins that he's a marked man and everything, and Rollins says he knows he's a marked man and he likes what's happening, and John Cena came out and started attacking him then, but when he ran to the crowd, Dean Ambrose really just stood right by him and he started attacking him then, and pretty much back into the outside of the ring then through the crowd. Pretty much they kept trying to catch Dean Ambrose. They kept trying to catch Seth Rollins, but Seth Rollins was able to get away. Triple H and Stephanie came out then and told them that you guys want to fight, you want your hands on Seth Rollins. So you both are going to get your hands on Seth Rollins tonight. And his partner Kane and Randy Orton in a 3-on-2 match. Again. So we see the same match again with their Rusev. Big Show sent the sensitivity training, so Rusev gets to talk about what happened with the flag tonight. Ziggler and the Usos went against Goldust and Stardust and Cesaro. Pretty much another good 6-man tag team match. Same old, same old. So it was pretty much good. People were really behind Ziggler. He got pretty much picked up the win with the zigzag. With the Usos hit the splash, picked up the win. Kathy Lee Gifford and Hoda Kyle Campbell, Adam Rose, as they came to the ring, saying it was party time and talked about they love Brooklyn and wine bottles and glasses, and pretty much slapped each other with glass bottles on the butt, and then they pretty much they did some stupid dance to Adam Rose's music, and pretty much they fell behind and so they could be catched by the Rosebuds. And let me just say, this segment was horrible. And big ups to the Brooklyn crowd tonight, because they booed the hell out of that segment, and I appreciate that, because all that thing they did sucked. It was horrible. I was hoping the Rosebuds weren't going to catch them. Unfortunately, they did catch both of those retards. Like, my God, what a horrible segment. And then they tried to play the music out so that, they want to try and play the music so they think that the people are cheering. Nobody didn't cheer for it. Even if they tried to pound to the ground, they should never put the Today Host show on there again. That was a horrible set thing to mess up Raw tonight. That was just horrible. They should never be on Raw again. And then when the Wyatts music hit, at least everything got hyped, and you almost thought the Wyatts were going to come out and drop those people. But pretty much it was to promote Luke Harper again. As the crowd, they kind of go crazy for the video. Henry went against Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas won by countout since Henry was about to put him through the table, but Dallas beat him. So we'll see how this keeps going. Dean Ambrose came out. He talked about John Cena and what happened on SmackDown last week, how he was left behind. And Ambrose, he didn't really care about Cena, and Ambrose told him that if he could get in his way, he's going to drop him, but Cena wanted him for himself also. And Ambrose wanted pretty much all the authority in. And Cena told Ambrose that, you see, you wouldn't even have a problem dropping him then. And I like when Cena came out, but the crowd went on chanting, John Cena sucks. But Ambrose says, I'm kind of hungry, don't get out to Coney Island. Go on, head on the Q train, eat a hot dog, and I'll see you later. And pretty much they showed him getting on a train, leaving the Q train or something. And Triple H came to the back, was in the back with Cena mocking him and told him that, you know what, since Ambrose is not here, it's going to be a handicap match, 3-on-1. Brie Bella against Summer Rae, and her arm was tied behind her back. Pretty much the crowd went on chanting, Derek Jeter! Derek Jeter! And, it was quick, it was painless. Brie Bella won, and then they tried to do the yes chant right after. But it was mostly more horrible Bella segments. It doesn't get any better with the Bellas. It's still horrible. Jack Swagger went against Zeb Coulter. Jack Swagger went against Tyson Kidd. People pretty much chanting Eddie's husband and We the People. It was actually a pretty decent and good match. The crowd didn't get that hype into it, but it was actually good for a short amount of time. Cole interviewed Reigns via satellite. Reigns said he wished he was here. He said he's going to be out a while, but he's going to keep a good mood. Which, that didn't make no sense. That interview was too short for Roman Reigns. I thought Roman Reigns was really going to be there. El Torito went against the mini Gator, whatever. And another big ups to the Brooklyn crowd for chanting, "This is stupid. This is stupid." It was a stupid segment. Even when, and then they started chanting for Derek Jeter again. Rusev and Lana headed to the ring, talking about, it's Vladimir Putin's birthday, and that, pretty much the Russians here stand tall, and that pretty much started chanting USA and USA, and they pretty much challenged Rusev and them challenged Big Show come out, but then, I gotta say, this was a surprise. It was unannounced, it was unadvertised, and I gotta say, The Rock came out. The Rock, as the crowd went huge. They popped like it was nothing. Like it was crazy. Like it was nothing ever seen before. And as The Rock came out, then everybody went nuts. And when just for a few minutes they stood in the ring and everybody went to chanting, "Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit." And then they went on to chanting, "This is awesome. This is awesome." And the crowd went nuts, and The Rock pretty much talked about how his day went. He talked about Rusev. He said, "You know your role, and you shut your mouth." As the crowd went, and pretty much I go to the gym, but I don't wear my shorts out to my nipples. And The Rock told me he went to the gym. He got up. He got his caffeine. He pretty much got on a plane, came to the Big Apple, landed in Queens, swam to Staten Island. I could even go to pretty much anywhere. And talked about Lana's favorite place, the meatpacking district. And pretty much even went on, he pretty much went on, everywhere. It says, even headed by, and he said talking about Derek Jeter. Everybody was chanting, "Derek Jeter, Derek Jeter," until he came here. Monday Night Raw, the Barclays Center. And in a long time, it was good to say, finally, The Rock has come back to Brooklyn, as he went on saying that. And pretty much Lana told him to shut up and everything, and Rock said, "You dressed up like a Soviet streetwalker," and pretty much Rusev went on to call The Rock, "You're an American piece of trash," and everything, and he said he was going to crush him, and The Rock said, "The only reason why you try to crush everybody, you feel like Chewbacca's, you saw Chewbacca's hairy beanbag," he said. He kept calling him Chewie and everything. And pretty much, he also said Lana was beautiful, but you could take a bottle, smear it off, and shove it up your Putin. That was funny, and pretty much he said, "It doesn't matter what pretty much Rusev does," and Rusev tried talking to Rock, said, "It doesn't matter what you think," he says. And pretty much, like he said, "We don't boo you because you support Russia. We boo you because you guys are a bunch of international assholes." And pretty much the crowd went on chanting, "Asshole, asshole, asshole." And The Rock pretty much went on, and he says, "I'm going to tell you what Jay-Z once said, allow me to reintroduce myself." And the crowd was with it, I'll say that. And pretty much The Rock's, and pretty much, The Rock went on the jabroni brilliant, pie eating, trailblazing, eyebrow raising. And pretty much, I couldn't get the rest of the line on something class. It's Brooklyn, were ready to whip some ass, and The Rock pretty much threw punches at Rusev all over the place and threw him out of the ring. And here's something everybody can all translate in English. "If you smell what The Rock is cooking." And let me say, this was probably one of the best things to happen to Monday Night Raw in a long time. Raw has sucked ass for so long. I've been bored by the show of what I've seen throughout the past few months now. But having The Rock on that show made it a little bit better. The crowd went nuts. Nobody didn't know he was going to be there. And I'm like, my God, it was insane. I didn't know The Rock was going to be there, but it woke me up. It made me want to watch the show then, because the only thing that would keep me interested was the chants people were throwing all night. But I got to say, they brought something to the table tonight, and that was The Rock. Paige and Emma went against, Paige and Alicia Fox went against Emma and AJ. Alicia Fox and pretty much AJ left Emma in the ring. I guess she didn't want a tag team partner. Pretty much the crowd pretty much wanted to chant Cena Pump though, of course. Another Wyatt family video talking about Eric Rowan then talking about as they fell, the smoke is gonna burn, or the smoke of his will burn. And pretty much they showed a pregnant woman saying it's coming. Could it be the debut of Sister Abigail? I don't know. Sheamus went against The Miz. Sandow getting a big pop tonight. Sandow was they were chanting, "Let's go Sandow, Damien, Mizdow." They were really going crazy for Damien Sandow. So, and pretty much Miz got the roll-up pin after Sheamus bro kicked Sandow, and Miz had the roll-up pin to beat him. Jerry Lawler pretty much talked about Brooklyn, and talked about Joan London, pretty much talked about the breast cancer surviving thing, and how she was supporting it, and how the fight goes on, and how they're going to beat cancer, and it was a very good class act. It was better than those two retarded Today host show people on there. That right there, that's a classy act right there. I'll say that. It was actually good. John Cena had to go against Seth Rollins, Randy Orton, and Kane as the crowd chanted, "John Cena sucks! John Cena sucks!" And pretty much John Cena had to go against all of it until Dean Ambrose came out with a hot dog cart and threw mustard and ketchup in Kane and Orton's face, and then pretty much attacked Seth Rollins, then throwing relish at him and a whole bunch of other things, and Cena attacked him. Then also, but Seth Rollins was able to get away, and Triple H and Stephanie came out and said, "Alright, you two are going to face each other, and whoever wins gets to face Seth Rollins in a Hell in a Cell match." And pretty much Dean Ambrose hit a DDT on John Cena at the crowd when that's the end of the show. Even though there wasn't really much a lot about this show tonight, it's still a mess around here. There's still a lot of bad things on this show. Things still don't make sense. They haven't barely promoted the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view in a way also. So the only really big things that were really on the show was The Rock. And I guess people say the hot dog cart thing was funny also. But I guess the really biggest thing on tonight's Raw was really The Rock on there. He was the only thing that really saved the freaking show. Because I've seen it's been a lot of bad Raws, and it's still not getting better. But The Rock was like a breath of fresh air that gave people some type of hope or whatever. Because WWE has been sucking ass. They sucked a lot of ass in them, especially with Raw. Even SmackDown's bad than usual. It was good to see Edge and Christian tonight, as they were pretty much talking about SmackDown, the WWE Network. Since its 15 years anniversary coming up this Friday, which I think I will look at that. That's actually going to be, at least SmackDown will be interesting, 15 years of the show. But The Rock pretty much saved the show tonight. But I'm going to end it right here. Once again, you know, it's me, the HOOD, come here with the news and reviews. You know what I am, you know what I do? With the show flow, pretty much goes. So, I guess I'll quote The Rock right here, say, fiddling around, the jabroni breeding, ow, pie eating, trailblazing, eyebrow raising, knocking them down like the Legos off a block. Tonight, we got to see The Rock. So, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace. And if you smell what The Rock is cooking. And you had to say that 2 times because that was pretty much the highlight of the show. So comment and subscribe like I said many times before. Peace, live reactions, reviews everywhere. Out of here. See ya.